one of the founding pillars of elemental prayers is that water is life. Yeah, we believe that water is life. Yeah, that is why without water, life cannot be sustained. Yeah, and this is not a philosophy, it is a spiritual principle. When you look at the whole universe, it's about 80% water, yeah, and just 20% the dry land, right? And to show that that even the dry land came out of water, according to Genesis, right? The dry land came out of water. It means there was a time that this dry land was submerged. It was submerged. Then we come to the human body, which is a microcosm of the universe. We see that water constitutes about 70%. When the levels of this 70% begin to deplete, they say that man is sick, right? Man begins to suffer from dehydration. Man begins to suffer. Most of the time, you see when somebody goes to the hospital, one of the first things is that they begin to put drip, what we call drip. They begin to rehydrate him. They begin to rehydrate him most of the time. Sometimes when this rehydration is done, the person begins to feel normal. To say that without water we cannot survive. We cannot survive. I think that is because at the beginning we saw the Spirit of God, which is the creative spirit, having intercourse with water. I think water had this powerful propriety or property from when it had fellowship with the Spirit of God at the beginning. And this is very, very important. That is why there is no spirituality today that will be successful without the use of water. Yeah, without the use of water. And the paradox in the whole thing is that God has given us water just for free. It is human beings who sell water. God gave us this water for free. But in our elemental prayers, the kind of water we use for elemental prayers is not water that has been polluted by chloride. It's not water that has been polluted by chloride. We use natural water from the source. From a source, we use water. We can use even seawater. We can use water from the well. Yeah, in when we do libation. When we do libation, like the water you have behind me is water that has been harnessed. It can be good because inside here we have turtles, we have life, there's fish inside this water behind me. But it has been harnessed to produce this fountain that you see like that. But it is a purer form of water for libation than water that you carry from the tap. Hallelujah. That is why today I want to pray with somebody and to say that if you are living where there is no water, you can harness this and have it around you. You can do as you are doing it. It's not just for fun. It has a lot of implication. And when Christians see this, they begin to think that the pagan world is so ignorant. They are not. They are not. Spirituality is for everybody. When you follow spiritual principles, they work for you, right? Yeah. One of the things you have to know is that Jesus Christ died for the world. He did not die for the church, for anyone who accepts Him. So the spiritual principle, the word God is not a Christian. God is not a person. He's a spirit and He has principles. Any person who follows them, he succeeds. But what distinguishes us Christians is that you could follow those principles, and at the end of the day, you die and go to hell, right? Because God has gives salvation only to people who pass through Christ. So if you don't have Christ, you go to hell. But you can be stupidly rich. You follow this principle, you win. You can be very powerful, but without Christ, you go to hell. God bless you.